Everybody with a check ain't certified. If you look behind these shades, you see a murder house. A lot of people that I beef, it wasn't worth my time.
Yo, what's shaking my creators? What's going on? You already know what it is, man. It's another edition of CUTS. You know what the CUTS stand for? Culture, Urban Technology, and Sports. Now, you know what happens here. We have the conversations with the power players that are moving the culture forward. Nonetheless, to my left, to y'all right, this woman right here, y'all seen her on the skits. You seen her on the comedy tours. Me just recently of like really like knowing her, I would sparingly, if I did come, shout out to the bakery, you know what I'm saying?
Have to.
Up the hill action, you know how that goes in Harlem. You know, we would cross paths, but not really have like the Stetson College. As of late, it's been because, you know, shout out to the cookout. Y'all seen it on the YouTube channel. That cookout was wavy cookout. I was sleeping at the after party. Then I had to go home.
You would definitely sleep. I got a grill burn too. You see that little grill burn right there? Cooking them burgers.
Yo,
no,
I was falling asleep, but I will say this though. Definitely of the talks that we had, you know, it was definitely enriching to know what is about to transpire with this episode today. Nonetheless, man, listen, we got Christine Carolyn. Y'all know her as the Comedy Cougar. Is in the motherfucking building. What's good, son?
Son?
Yeah.
I like that. I like that you call me son instead of bro, because you know our generation is son.
Yes,
this generation is bro.
Or
I'm like,
sis.
Yo.
Beloved, you know what I'm saying?
Like Grand Rising Queen.
Yo, but let's go with that. Like, for you as a woman, like, how annoying is that, like, to get that off the rip?
You know what? I don't get a lot of that. It's one person that calls me queen, and I'm not going to hold you.
Okay.
That's Gerald Kelly. He refers to a lot of the females as queen. So he'll be like, what's up, queen? How you doing, queen? I don't have too many people that refer to me as queen, more cougar than queen. And I think I'm about to be retired cougar, because the way my hips is set up right now, I don't know if I can handle these young boys. But anyway, that's another story. I guess we can get to that throughout the conversation.
This is where we're going. This is what you're doing.
But yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm talking hella shit. I'm having fun with you today.
Nah, that's what's up. Not real talk, but what I gotta say with you, definitely of what I've seen, and also too the fact of what I see of you in person. Like, the one thing I could say with you is like you really are a staple figure when it comes to the bakery brand, and also too just overall how you really run things. Like, I want to know from you, like, what is it for you that makes you like say, all right, you know what, this is the routine that has to be all the time? You know what?
The funny thing is like, let me just leave you a little backstory on how I stumbled into the bakery brand.
Right.
Shout out to Walt the Wizard.
Oh, Iron Design alum. Yes.
So he had a clothing line called Lace.
Right.
And he was doing a pop-up. And Walt and I started, I think he might have started the year before me, at the end of the year, December of 2018. And I started 2019 in comedy, February. And he had this pop-up, and the flyer said bakery. And I'm like, why is he having a clothing line pop-up at a bakery? Like, that's the first thing. Whenever you look at...
you think of bakery.
You legit thinking you're going to a bakery. So I was like, all right, cool. I guess it's cross-branding, whatever. They got the space. He got to sell some clothes. And then when I go there, it's a whole boutique. Like, and it's a hip-hop boutique.
Fire boutique.
And it was a fire boutique, exactly. So he had his brand up there. And of course, I'm looking around because I'm like, oh, they got other clothes here too. So, and the stuff said bakery. And then I started talking to the owner. He was at the register talking his shit. Because if anybody know Chio the Don.
Shout out to Chio the Don.
He got shit to say, and he's funny with it. I feel like he need to be a comedian. And I said, you know what, is this for sale? He's like, hell yeah, it's for sale. So I purchased some of his clothing. And then if you know that store, it's like a comfort zone. Like, you can come there, chill. Like, it's the most randomest things that happen there. We have karaoke. It's so much shit that, I mean, I can go down the list, but it's so much. It's a bakery is not just a clothing brand. It's a lifestyle.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And with any lifestyle, you get comfortable. So like, next thing you know, I'm going to Atlanta. Shout out to Earl of Pearl, the Blackout. I'm hanging with them all the time. I'm like, this is like, and this is during COVID, mind you. This is during 2020, because I started 2019, 2020. I started hanging out there. And then 2022, I lost my job. Oh, wow. And I didn't want to be there, honestly. I was working in the hospital during COVID.
Wait, well, don't say the name.
I was working at one of the biggest hospitals in New York City.
Okay,
and if you know what that is, it's like
we'll keep it there.
It's two big institutions. One is in the Bronx and one is in New York City.
Okay, I know which one.
And it's a university hospital.
Right.
So it's like I was happy. But I was happy being employed, but I wasn't happy being there because COVID changed the game. And mind you, I had just went viral I would say July of 2020, my first viral video.
Is that the one with Messiah?
No. My first viral video was with Danny Deuces, starring Sarah. And oh my God, he's gonna kill me if I can't. Oh my God, I can't remember his name.
It wasn't Gene.
It wasn't Daniel Gene.
No, it wasn't.
It was that. Oh my God, he doesn't really do content that much, but he did that video with us, and it went completely viral. That was the first. I did the mother in the front seat video twice. The first time I did it, it went viral. This is my first time ever experiencing viral.
Oh yes, yo.
And we were arguing, and I was sitting in the front seat.
Hilarious.
And they were like, "Yo, you got a car? Yeah, I got a car. Oh, we want to shoot a skit." Like that's how my skit life happened. But in the midst of that, like I was, hanging out down there, and then I lost a job, and he was the first person I called. I was like, "Yo, I lost my job. I don't know what my next move is gonna be." And he was in the midst of opening a dispensary, and then he was like, "Well, you know what? I need somebody to hold me down on certain days when I have to go to the dispensary." And I got the keys to the castle. Next thing you know, I'm there. I got my print press. I'm doing my own little merch. And next, shout out to
never little.
Shout out to my
change your word.
Never little. Right. I'm doing
That's
my
just
merch.
Like saying try. No, never little.
Shout out to my merch, which you see here on the table.
My creatives definitely purchase. You know how we do, my creatives. Yep. Follow, support, and repeat. Facts.
But it just became a home away from home, like a home office, and it was good for me because I was able to like really just lock in and able to do things around the house for my family and take care of things for myself because I had gone through a lot of things, growing up and just had a couple of situations where I was out of work, a lot, and they was like, "Bitch, you can't be here no more because you," and I was there for 19 years and it was but I still getting my pension. I still invested.
That's what it means. It's good to have a city job sometimes.
But it gave me the opportunity to like really like follow a dream that I didn't even know I had. Like, I didn't see comedy for me. I didn't see none of this shit.
Really?
No.
I'll get the hell up out of here. I'm not believing that. That's cap.
No.
That's cap.
I'm telling you why. You know when you're funny, like funny around your friends, like you could be funny around your friends,
right?
Like popping shit,
but you're not hilarious.
But you don't realize that it can transition to the stage. So like, I'm not thinking that. I'm funny in the high school cafeteria, talking
snapping
shit.
Jokes and all that.
I'm funny at work, talking shit. And then I was like, I knew a few people that were doing stand-up comedy. Shout out to my crazy girl, Tony Bird.
Tony Bird.
Shout out to my boy, Ray DeJean. And Ray DeJean had Brooklyn locked down at Linwood Diner, and he was doing comedy there. And I knew Ray from a different network of people.
Right.
And I said to him, I'm in this network of people telling my story and people are laughing like, and I'm like, I wonder if this can transition to stage. Like I'm standing up telling my story for like about 20 something minutes in front of people. And if some people don't know, that's a self-help program. I was getting help because, I smoked a little bit too weed and got a little bit too paranoid. So I don't drink or smoke weed no more.
Okay.
I don't, I've been clean for, 19 going on 20 years.
Nah, blessings to you on that.
And a few people that in the comedy game, you wouldn't even realize that they come from that. Shout out to David Arnold. He was one of the people that I had a conversation with about that, and he passed away. And I'm glad I got to see him, have a conversation with him, because he said to me, if you're not happy where you're at, something will happen to move you in the direction to where you want to be. So that something was me getting let go and being moved into the direction of where I don't know if I want to be, but this is where I'm at. You know what I mean? Because sometimes it's not where you want to be, it's where you need to be.
Yes.
And I've been around a lot of people that have put me in a position to get better at what I'm doing. So like when I asked Ray, I was like, yo, what can I do? I asked Tony and I asked Ray. I was like, yo, I want to get into this comedy game. Like, what can I do? And Tony, I guess, she was like, well, talk to Ray. Well, because I guess some people can do and some people can teach.
Right.
And
there's a difference.
And Ray was able to teach. You know what I mean? So like I started working with him at Linwood Diner, and he was like, yo, you can do like a last Wednesday or a Friday, like one day a month. And hosting. Mind you, I never host no comedy show in my life, but the fact that he's giving me this opportunity, I'm like...
to get your feet wet, to understand about the performances and stuff like that.
So I took it performing and getting acclimated, because one thing I can say about him is that he allows young comics the opportunity to get on that stage. Whether you bomb, whether you crash out, like take it to the face, you still gonna get on that stage. And I took it to the face a few times, and I bombed a few times when I first started. And it's not easy, but I could tell you one thing: consistency works, because I was consistently there for the first year of doing stand-up comedy, just throughout the year 2019, and the pandemic hit. Right. So like that was like a classroom for me, right, because I got to meet comedians like Coco Brown, George Wilborn. Shout out to Talent Harris, Money Earning Mount Vernon. That's my homie too. Talent. I knew Talent like before Talent was. That's
an arguable goat.
Right.
Like
Smokey Suarez, Rob Stapleton, A.G. White. Like I can go down the list of people. Like I had conversations with
about people that like
Darnell Rollins,
Def Jam, comedy.
I mean,
stage.
I can go down the list.
Yeah.
Brooklyn Mike Troy. Like these are people that poured into me, and like gave me opportunity after opportunity. And when I tell you I'm grateful, because at 20, just as the pandemic hit, 2020, I teamed up and started working with Smokey Suarez. Like I
shout out to Smokey, son.
Yeah,
yo, Smokey's fucking hilarious.
Smokey said to me, it's time for you to come out of Brooklyn and branch out. Like he saw what I was doing. I guess he felt like he could pour something in me too. And I started taking his comedy class during the pandemic, me and a bunch of other young comedians.
Nice.
And then I started, he started taking me out with him. Like, I mean, I've been to Virginia, Boston. I've been all over with him. And shout out to Talent. He brought me out to Florida to one of his rooms. So like I've had so many dope opportunities. Mm-hmm. Like even flew out to California when I first started comedy and did a show with Alex Thomas on some not even doing, just went out there for vacation. Damn. But I networked.
You hear the name drops?
Right. And it's not even like, it's just the blessings.
Yes.
Because I met Kevin Tate through Smokey Suarez, and he said, when you get to LA, let me know. Next, I'm hanging out with Kevin Tate, Howie Bell. I don't know we in LA, in Compton. He taking me by the Marathon store. Like the stories I could tell, the people that I have been blessed to just be around. Bruh.
What I could tell you is this, definitely when I'm hearing my careers, and I've said this before, it's what my mom told me before she passed, to help me reset and stay aligned within what I do with my brand and everything. It's that understand, what is your commitment and what is your conviction. And I feel that's what you did at that point, at that turning point in your life. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I feel with us as creatives, a lot of us, and I do feel a lot of us, I'm speaking off experience, I feel don't really understand that yet. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Until you reach like the 10-year mark, 11-year mark in your career.
That's when they start taking you seriously, because I'm at 6 now, and I feel like, and that's just even with recovery, like, because in recovery they say you get your marbles at 5, but you don't know how to use them until you got 10. So like I got marbles now, but I don't know how to use them yet. So I'm still a work in progress. So I guess by 10, I just feel like it's the same like hazing process when you come into any clique or any group of people. Like you really got to earn your fucking stripes. Like,
I feel for me, my point was when I won my first award for my creativity at the Hip Hop Film Festival. That was my shout out to Christina Wu. She was my first publicist that she suggested I put my work into it and everything like that. And I'm not gonna lie, like at that point when I won it, and it was at home. You know what I'm saying? It was at the Black Theater before they did the construction. It was that year. I think that was around like 2017. I want it at home. Like how refreshing I was to present in Harlem. You know what I'm saying? Like at the National Black Theater in Harlem. You know what I mean? And it was so refreshing. Like I had to hold my tears because it was like, yo, wow, this is the turning point. This is what happens. And it did. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things did change. The range, the spectrum of everything that I do of the Reem'o Meerak brand itself, it just changed at that point. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely understand where you come from. But let's go with this. Comedy is often a coping mechanism for many, but it also requires vulnerability. How do you balance that vulnerability when it comes to doing comedy and your life?
So you know what the funny thing is like, and this is something that somebody told me, like, that I had to open up more about some of the things that I've experienced in my life on stage that I haven't opened up with yet. Like, I'll joke about like smoking weed and getting paranoid and shit like that, but there's more to the story.
Wow.
And I've heard comedians like really get raw on stage, and this is what, and it's not to name drop, but these are conversations that I've had with people. Rob Stapleton told me that if I really tap into that, I could be one of the formidable comedians in New York. Yeah. Like if I really hone in on that, because the Cougar shit is cool, and I love being the Cougar.
No, but that's your stick.
That's my brand. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna stay away from that. But people always want to tell you, right?
Every comedian had that.
People want to tell you who you should be, how you should be, what you should be, and what's working for me is working for me.
That's all that matters.
You know what I mean? When I introduce myself, hi, I'm Christine Carolyn, but I go by the comedy Cougar. Be like, oh, why do you want to? What's your name? Like I people try to break you down, not even realizing. Like sometimes I get a laugh out of that. People like, oh,
but it's your own though. That's the part that's annoying. Not the cut. It's your own. It's cool. That shit, yo. Let me tell you something. My creatives, you know where I'm going with this. My creatives. When it comes to our own in this creative space, I hate the conditional love that we get. It's so fucking annoying. It's like, yo,
it's a fact.
We're the same fucking thing. Yeah. It's skin. Doesn't matter. I don't care if you would have came to me like how before, I'd accepted that. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's your brand. Okay, cool. Just like me when I first started with being Reem'o, before Reem'o Meerak. I was Reem'o the social dweeb, right? So a lot of people was like kind of going crazy. You know what I'm saying? People was coming at me or whatever. That's too long or whatever. I ain't give a fuck. This is me.
Right.
This is what I'm doing. And then eventually I was like, all right. I forgot. It was at DSN. When I started at DSN, the Matrix Studios Network, we had our media day, and Mocha, I think we had Reem'o the hitmaker, right? So she's like, oh, we're in between two reams. I'm not gonna lie, it just egged the shit out of me. So when I went home, like up until 3 o'clock in the morning, I was figuring out, all right, what's a name that's gonna stick? And that's why I came up with Reem'o Meerak. And then for everybody, you know what it is. Reem'o, for the street and basketball, you know what I'm saying? And then Meerak is my real name, Kareem spelled backwards. So once that came about and I started, formulating it, then it stick. But for you, same thing. You know what I'm saying? I think for us in this space, it's like, yo, we gotta stop that shit. It's like we either picking and choosing whom we accept what they do,
right? Or
it's this weirdo like, well, nah, don't do that because it's like, bro, so what? If that's what works for Christine, that's what works for Christine. Whatever works for Reem'o, that's what works for Reem'o, and that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And it works for me. And at the end of the day, I'm okay with it. Like I use my name is Christine Carolyn. That's my government. Right. I mean, but I'm not using my last name because people can't even hardly say it. So I'm like, I'm just using my first and my middle name because it's just easier that way for people. Mm-hmm. Because and then when I started doing this shit, somebody actually Googled me. I guess they Googled me to figure out where I live and all that other shit. That's why I stopped using my real government because I got a dick pic sent to my phone with my address. So I was like, bro, not even my DMs, which my DMs be popping with penis, but it was my regular number, and I'm like, I changed my number so fast, and took my last name off of all my socials because like it gets kind of weird, especially like, you know what I mean. The Cougar is a sexual being, right? Right. Women are sexual being. Men are sexual being. We have a sexuality. I'm pretty. Like, I'm not even gonna say I'm not pretty.
No. You're beautiful. You're a beautiful woman. Stop the bullshit. I'm gorgeous. Stop the bullshit.
And I'm a little voluptuous. So like, I have assets. So, I'm not gonna hate on somebody or be mad at somebody for looking at it and saying like, damn, I want that, but it's your approach. It's your approach. Your
can't be a lame.
Your approach got to be
Rosetta
right.
Stone, she said, don't be a fucking lame, fellas.
Yeah, your approach got to be right. Don't come at me in the DM sending me a dick and I'll be like, yeah, this is the dick I need. No, bro. That's not how it works. I don't know. Maybe in this generation, that's how it works.
You know what I think?
But that's not how it works.
I ain't gonna lie. Real talk. And I know some dudes who be like, yo, son, you doing that because she's there. You being a sucker. I think a lot of dudes is just stuck in like 2002. That's just me, son.
If I don't ask you for it, don't send it to me.
That's just me, son. I really feel a good amount of dudes are just stuck in 2002. So it's like whatever worked in 2002. So if you had like the Nextel phone, if you had the Chirp, or if you had a Sidekick, probably had a Sidekick 1. You know what I'm saying? Like you feel that shit that happened then is still okay now. It's like, brother, it's 2025.
Right, you got cut that shit.
That shit's not working, son.
Shit out.
Word,
Please.
son. Nah, real talk. But let's get into it. Let's get to the next one. As a woman in comedy, right? Let's get to that. Do you think there's are there specific challenges you had to overcome, and has your unique persona as the comedy cougar worked for your advantage?
I believe it has worked and it hasn't worked.
Okay, let's speak on that. Let's talk to
them. And there are some difficulties because a lot of times women, we get the brunt of it. Mm-hmm. Women are not funny, or they only talk about sex. They only, it's like we get a lot of that. And you have to fight for your position. It's not easy. Right. It's not easy. Like, I've been fortunate to be like, I'm not booked 20 times a month, but I have consistency. Like, I have a residency at Broadway Comedy Club, and sometimes it's not easy to be down there. You have to fight for that mainstream presence. It's not, you gotta audition for these rooms.
6 years? That's fucking, how many people, what they had to do like 10, maybe 15 years just to grace that stage?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
And I did that 2 years ago. I got that because I tried to audition a year before that, but then I wasn't feeling well and I couldn't make my audition, so I had to cancel it. And then I resubmitted and I got the opportunity and I got passed. So I'm passed at Broadway Comedy Club. I'm also passed at AC Jokes in Atlantic City. I'm actually headlining AC Jokes.
Ooh, clock that, son. Clock that. You heard? She said headlining. Yeah. The way she said headlining, too.
Headlining. Because,
headlining. You know what I'm saying?
I got a headline show date. July 25th is a Friday. And I also produce my own shows. And that's how you make your presence felt. Because sometimes you can't wait for people to book you. Right. If you have the ability to put a little bit of money, and that's the thing, you got to spend money. You think like, this is money I spent, for my branding. I spend money to make money. So I'm producing a show at Comedy in Harlem, September 21st, the day after the bakery anniversary, which our bakery anniversary. That
is going to be so, I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's going to be
I might have to stop in bakery before I leave out for Atlanta. Just to prepare for that.
Yeah.
I got to be bakery down. I can't bakery down and the only other brand I'm probably gonna have is like Nike's on, dead ass. I gotta be bakery down.
We about to have some bakery sneakers for you too.
Wait, you're lying.
No, I'm not.
Y'all doing that?
Yeah.
Get the fuck on.
Shh, quiet as kept. It's coming. It's coming. And wait till you see the anniversary shit. The anniversary shit, I'm telling you.
Is it anniversary varsity jackets? Y'all selling? Please tell me this.
I'm gonna tell you
it has to be.
I'm gonna tell you this. The anniversary jacket is bananas.
I'm spending bank. My creative. I am spending bank.
Yeah, for that.
I'm spending bank for that jacket.
That jacket.
I'm spending bank. I'm spending bank.
Yeah, for that jacket. That jacket ain't.
I'm spending bank.
You gonna get a couple of G's for that jacket. That jacket got like.
Oh my God.
Numbers on the shit isn't. I'm dropping too much jewels right now, but yeah, Chio's cooking in the kitchen right now. The bakery is baking.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, just to speak on so I'm doing a comedy show at Comedy in Harlem, September 20th. I'm producing that show with my producing partner Justin Ramos because teamwork makes the dream work, right?
Yes.
Like
in this space, yes.
I produce shows by myself and it's not easy. So we did a Father's Day comedy show, and it was Who's Your Daddy comedy show, and it was a success. And I'm always doing my comedy shows after party at Two Sisters and Four Brothers in Harlem too.
Oh yeah, you already know that.
I'm
East Side,
East Side,
right around the corner from my job.
East Side. That's
literally right around the corner from my job.
Shout out to Caribou and Wolf. They, I network. You know what I mean? I'm a firm believer in networking and working with people, because if I can do a show at Comedy Harlem, Black-owned comedy club, put money into their pocket, bring people to their establishment, have a space for me where I can be creative and comfortable, and like they don't, shout out. And let me shout out Nikki Sunshine and Jamie Roberts.
Oh man, I got a segue. I got a funny Nikki Sunshine story.
Yeah.
Shout out to my man Gil Rios. So Gil. There's a comedy show that he filmed for her at the National Black Theater. So I was Gil's B camera. So we had produced and filmed her show. So shout out to her, man. Real talk. And
so they're doing she just reached out to me and put me on this show. It's going to be the July 27th, it's a Sugar Hill Art Expo, so you got to have artists, and they have a couple of comedians on that show. I'm one of them. So Nikki reaches out.
Son. Clock that. Working, son.
Yeah. And it's just so much shit going on too. It's just being present. Like not only am I a comedian, I'm an entertainer. Like I'm a content creator. I'm an actress. I have a couple movie credits under my belt. My biggest movie today, and I'm still waiting for this movie to come out, is with Taheem Commodore. I play his moms, and the movie is called Not My Day.
Oh, okay. Shout out to Commodore.
Yeah, Royal Family.
Killing it.
Royal Family. Royal Family. Shout out to Alonzo. It's just so many people.
In Newark,
yeah, so many people I could shout out that have just put me in position. Like when I met Commodore, and in fact, I met him. Like, you seen Commodore on social media, whatever. Right. But when I really first officially met him was at the bakery anniversary. I want to say year 5. It was year 5 anniversary. That was the first anniversary I was at. And he was like, yo, I see what you're doing. You're going to play my moms in my movie. And
that's fire.
That was like 2020. Mm-hmm. And people say things and you be like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, but he followed up. That's the thing.
2 years later, I got the phone call, FaceTime with him and Alonzo on the phone, like, we ready. I'm like, bro, like it's just blessings upon blessings. So like the social media presence for me, like a lot of people think I'm a social media comic. They don't realize I started comedy the year before the pandemic. They think this is how I started, by social media. And when you have comedians that you introducing yourself to, because you're humbled by meeting them, and they're like, girl, I already know who you are.
I was going to tell you, don't humble yourself.
But it's,
and the reason is because the word, if you know the definition of the word, it's not what we've been like duped to thinking for a long time.
We're going to talk about that offline.
Right, offline. Yes.
But it just bugs me out because I'm introducing myself to these people and they know me already. Like I met, oh my God, Corey Holcomb. And he knew who I was before.
What? Still Corey Holcomb's radar? That is fire.
I'm shaking his hand. Yeah, because Smokey works with him a lot. And like I had the opportunity to chop it up with him in his dressing room. Like, I had to ask, because I didn't want to, he's somebody you can't just walk in. You can't walk in a nigga's dressing rooms.
Yeah, he's from Chicago.
I'm like, yo.
He's from Chi-Town. He don't play. If I'm correct, but yeah, he's from Chi-Town.
Yeah. Like,
yeah, he don't play. Chi-Town don't play.
But he's a dope individual, like, besides, like, people like, oh, he's whatever. But I'm telling you, he broke, like, I've had conversations with established comedians that make me feel like, okay, I've definitely gotten a gem from this person. And I definitely got a gem from him. Like, it's just so many people, yo. So many people that have poured into me. And I'm grateful for.
Yeah, and that's God talking, real talk. But let's definitely get into being an influencer is a whole job. It's a whole job. It's a whole lifestyle. Everything have you. How do you balance that between your brand and comedy? Let's get into it. How do you balance it? Like, what is like one technique that you can tell us, or let my creators, or reach out to you, my creators right now, like that you do that gets you through it?
Like, I can tell you one thing. I have taken a break from creating content, to be honest with you. I posted something on 4th of July that was like 2 years old. And the shit has so much traction right now, it's retarded. It has more traction now that I posted it this time than it did the first time I posted it. And it's about, for me, when I create, it's just a random thought. Like sometimes you just have a random situation that you think of, like, yo, I wanna do that. Like there's stuff in my mind, like this video's in my mind right now that I have not done that I want to do, and I want to do it with certain people, but I just haven't had the opportunity to do it. So like one of the things that I'm going to sit down within the next, because I've had like 5 surgeries since December, so like I kind of took a step back.
Blessings to you for getting over
I'm trying to get my toes OnlyFans ready, because I'm trying to do some toe content, so like I had to straighten them shits out.
Toe.
I'm joking, but no, I had
goes crazy. That's diabolical.
I have the only joke about my toes, because I was like, yo, I did this video where I posted, right, and I'm putting on this fire high. And I put the video up, and these dudes are not looking like, I mean, I got my titties out. I've got the fire hot on. I'm jumping around with my drawers on. They're not looking at my body, looking at my toes. They're like, yo, shorty throwing up gang signs. I'm looking at my toes in the video. I'm like, oh no, we gotta get these joints fixed. Like the Philly people say, we gotta get these joints fixed. These joints is fixed now. I'm making sure I'm wearing the right size shoes too, because he ain't trying to tighten up again.
That's a whole fact. No, but real talk.
But content is like I've been around so many dope content creators. Like even like they got a content day coming up, and I'm definitely gonna make sure I show up to this one.
Oh, wait, Daniel's having part 3?
Daniel's having like 2.0.
Okay,
on Saturday.
This Saturday? Oh yeah. At Salsa.
Yeah.
Ooh, I might have to pull a trigger.
You're gonna have to pull a trigger on that one.
Yeah, because I was outside. And shout out to Daniel, man. I love the respect that we have our bond over the years. He was like, yo, he was upset. He said, yo, I told him, I said, yo, bro, I had to do my content outside. He's like, what do you mean I do it outside? I was like, yeah, nah, Dad wasn't letting me in. He said, what do you mean he wasn't letting you in? I'm like, nah, it was dead. He said, nah, yo, I'm upset. He's upset about it, so I respect him on that. You know what I'm saying?
Daniel is he is a big guy, but he is such a teddy bear.
Yeah, he's the man.
And he like, I will pull up to any, if I can, I'll pull up to anything that he's done. I went viral with Daniel too. I remade the mother in the front seat video with him, and he was my son in that video, and that shit went viral. I made it to TMZ. Yeah. On the strength of Deion Cole, because Deion Cole reposted our video, and they interviewed him. TMZ interviewed him in the airport and asked him, would you let your mother or your wife sit in the front seat? And being that he didn't have a wife, he was like, it would be my mother. So I'm always in the front seat.
No, but real talk. No, I gotta go. Let's go segue on it. Shout out to Daniel.
Yeah,
he's the first entertainer that I worked with when I was filming behind the camera. So I don't know if you remember the skit that went viral that we did when him and Prince Z was when Prince Z was getting chased by the cops, and he was like jumping into Daniel Jean's truck, and then they dragged him out. Hey, I filmed that. That was me.
Yeah.
But the thing, I think arguably he is the first skit comedian, skit influencer to do it landscape, because I told him, I said, bro, nah, don't do it vertical, do that shit landscape, do it like a movie. I think he's the first one that changed everybody to do it. So you know what I'm saying? So to be part of that, and for him, like what he did for me, it's so dope. You know what I'm saying? Like I done shot like a lot of things with Daniel. You know what I'm saying?
And I gotta shout out Jay Messiah.
Yeah, shout out Jay Messiah,
Mr. JV. I'm in his series coming up, Mr. JV. Like I've gone viral with them so many times. Like just working with a bunch, like my guys at Anthony and who else? Oh my God, and LC, like DNA. I'm on that with them as well. Like, and I think the one we're doing now, it was DNA, and we're doing Code 187 now. So like that's all of this stuff is on YouTube.
Okay, we've been like names have been dropping.
So many characters.
The gems have been dropping here.
So many characters that I've been blessed, and they want to challenge me all the time. They want to take me out of the Cougar and challenge me with different personas. But I do have some music coming, so y'all better get ready. The Cougars, I'm spitting bars too.
Now, what type of bars though? Are you staying in your element, or are you trying to keep yourself with the youth?
Nah.
That's the one thing with the older gen I kind of have an issue with. Like, I get it. like a lot of our legends that have dropped music, and I get it. It's like, all right, you're trying to be relevant, but for me, I feel like our gen and the stars of our generation. Just stick to what worked. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Like, you don't gotta catch up with the youth. Like, the youth is gonna be the youth. It is what it is.
So, being that I'm not really a singer, like, I'm definitely rapping, and it's definitely on some like, it's funny. It's funny, and and I'm gonna let you hear it after we wrap it up.
I bet.
I'm excited about this because I get to create a music video.
Jeez, because after this question, we're definitely gonna go to bars of cap. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. Let's go.
What's the most rewarding thing about being an influencer for you, and how do you balance the perks with the challenges? Like, how does that go about?
Well, I guess for me, it's the recognition. Like, okay. I get recognized in the weirdest places. Like, I got recognized in the DMV.
That's hard.
And I didn't even have to wait in line. Like, the lady was like, ma'am, you can have a seat. The guy was like, hey, man, I know you. You can go right in. I'm like, bro.
That's gangster. That's gangster. See, my creative. See, y'all got to understand.
It's the notoriety.
Right.
Sometimes.
Besides the notoriety, when here on Cuts, we always speak about this. Gotta be consistent. In order to be consistent, that's when the leverage comes.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It's not just always about the numbers per se. Because I can even say for me, right? And I speak about it here all the time. Beginning of the pandemic, I was working on my SEO heavy, right? And it was I forgot the guest name. I think it's Brandon Miller or Brandon. I forgot his name, but he's like an SEO expert. Mm-hmm. So I remember we was talking about it on the podcast, and he was explaining about how in a couple of years, Google's about to have AI. You know what I'm saying? About to search you and all that. And he was breaking it down. And I was like, all right, I need to get to it. And he was, he basically told me the blueprint about how to get your shit searched and how you're going to get everything on the first 4 links and So what I did was Google YouTube University, studied crazy about SEO. So I'll say about 2-3 years later, I was on the Drew Barrymore show.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't, and mind you, my numbers, I always keep it real. My numbers collectively with my engagement, it was not that hot at that time. You get what I'm saying? But it goes to show, as long as you stay consistent and you're searchable and, you know what I'm saying, it's going to come about. So definitely for you, what you did at the DMV and you just skipped the line, that had to be refreshing. No, that's a whole fact. That's a whole fact. Even me, even with Snipes, the Snipes in my hood.
Yeah.
That happened one time. I forgot, it was a Jordan release.
Yeah.
And Shorty, she noticed me about one of the interviews I did. I think she noticed my, not J1 interview. She noticed, I forgot the high level influence. I had so many fucking interviews I did in my career. But she noticed it. She was like, yo, skip this. Yo, pull up. And the catch was tight. And I was like, my bad, fellas. I'm getting my Jordan. I don't know about you.
It's dope. It's dope. I definitely want to learn more, though. There's more to learn for me. Somebody sent me some information, and I really want to get into, like, creating is cool, but, like, I want to get to the bag. Like, let's create and get to the bag. And the algorithm is changing right now.
Oh, by far. By far, at an all-time high.
And it's definitely some work for me to do. So, like, I'm going to, within the next couple of weeks, I'm really going to start to lock in and engage and be more creative. That's why I want to make sure that I'm outside on Saturday and just start getting busy again.
I'm not even going to lie to you, real talk. Even this year, that's why I'm so happy this year, I focused on YouTube versus, the TikTok and the Instagrams, you know what I'm saying? And the Twitters, because I was like, all right, something has to give. You know what I'm saying? It's either I put my all in on those social media platforms, or I put it on the one that's going to get searched the most, and that's YouTube. And I was like, all right, understood about the Google ads, understood about how I post. Even shout out to Terrell Blair. He gave me a tip about how when it comes to uploading your shorts, and you use the related tag, the related video tag to to attach it to your long form and mid form videos, and then your community posts. Tag that as well. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta talk to you because one thing about me is that I think when I got discouraged with social media when I lost 180,000 followers on TikTok.
Yeah.
I lost the whole page and it just discouraged the shit out of me. Right. So now it's like I want to get back into that.
Yeah, monetizing. That's key. When creators were giving gems that, you got to aim to monetize. Like me, I'm happy so far that I reached last month. I reached up to 10,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel.
That's dope.
And it was natural. It wasn't no cheating. Natural, promoting, hard work, paying off. So now I'm on the first tier of it. So the first tier of monetizing is dope. You can put your merch.
That's dope.
On your YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta get there. I gotta get busy.
Nah, hell yeah. But I wanna ask you this, and then we're definitely gonna get the bars of cap. What's one piece of advice you want to give to my creators, reaching out to my creators again about, the entrepreneurship and being in comedy? Like, what's the one piece of advice you want to give them?
So the one piece of advice that was given to me when I first started doing stand-up comedy, I don't know if people who's given this advice, but I've got it from several people. Like, be yourself. Like, be yourself and get the Comedy Bible. It's a book that's by Judith Carter, and it gives you a basic breakdown of what the comedy business is about. Not just being on stage as a stand-up, but the writing aspect, because there's so many different levels of comedic talent. And I did a show. This was one of the first things that I got booked for. It was produced by Angela Yee and Magic Lemonade. Was it not? Is it Magic Lemonade? Damn, was
names, my career. Jesus Christ!
But I forgot the name of the production company, but it was a black female production company, and she worked with Dave Chappelle, and a lot of people was hating when I even got that. And shout out to Omar Thompson too, because he was the one that told me.
That's my guy. Omar Thompson. You know how long I've known Omar? Let me tell you something. This world is very small. I've known Omar Thompson since Jesus, Mahalia Jackson, and Christ. I want to say damn near it got to be 20 years since I've been in the industry. Like we know me, Young Billy D, Different Dreamers, Fact Mob, we've been chilling and all that. But he was fucking with me heavily because, I was in the industry too.
He's the reason why I'm on stage.
That's fire. Omar's dope. Shout out to Omar. Omar, you got to pull up to the pod, bro. Let's cut the bullshit.
I ran my thinking by him, and he was the one that said, stop thinking, just do it. And I know his moms. And the thing is, I knew his moms before I knew him. I knew Commodore's pops before I knew Commodore. Right. It's like the circle.
And Commodore's brother.
The 6 degrees of separation is crazy. And because of him, I got that book. But then he gave me the booking information for this podcast. This series, which was Mastery of Comedy. And I got to sit down for a 30-minute mentoring session with Darnell Rollins. And Ida Rodriguez, Roy Wood Jr., and Carlos Miller. And when I tell you that was the dopest experience that I had, because he was the one that said, like, the word comedian, some people take it like, oh, she thinks she's a comedian because she's doing this. But this girl was doing content, and she was like, I'm a comedian. Yeah, you're a comedian. You're a content creator. You're a content creator. You create comedic content. I'm a comedian, but I'm also a stand-up comic, because I get on a stage with a microphone by myself with nobody else, and I tell these jokes. So there's so many people that feel that they're comedians, and I won't take that away from them. If you feel that you're a comedian, you feel that you're funny, like you can be a comedic writer, you can be a comedic actor, there's so many different ways of translating you're funny.
Right.
So I don't take anything away from anybody. And that's one of the things I took away when I had my conversation with him. And he gave me, like, he actually liked the idea of the Cougar. He was one of the comedians that liked that idea. So, like, and he's Cougarism. When I talked about the Cougarism, he was like, I like that. So just having the opportunity to be around these people that see my vision and is willing to pour into it. Like, I'm overly fortunate and overly blessed.
That's what's up. Yo, yeah, please don't listen to these idiots. Don't let the comedy Cougar
But yeah,
go,
get
please.
the comedy Bible and be your motherfucking self. That's
there we
it.
Go. All right, enough of the powwow shit with you.
All right.
It's time for Bars of Cap. Bars of Cap, you already know this game, my creatives. At the end of the day, I'm gonna talk about some scenarios. Bars, you agree with it. Cap,
I kind of figured.
Cap. All right, ready? Pain is the best inspiration for comedy. Bars of Cap.
That's bars.
All right, let's speak on it.
That's bars.
Speak on it.
Like a lot of comedians are fucking nuts. like yo, some of them be depressed as shit. Like you take that depression to the stage. Like I was talking to one of my comedy peers, and he was like, I was like, yo, I think I need to go to therapy. And he was like, nah, bitch, just get on stage. I'm like, yo, like why can't I go see a therapist? Nah, make the audience suffer. Give them your shit. I'm like, all right, cool. But I feel like I still want to go to therapy. He was like, take that shit to the stage.
Oh, that's hilarious. All right. If it didn't break me, it made me funny. Bars of Cap.
That's bars.
Yeah, what's up?
That's bars. Like I told you before, like shit. I definitely feel like the shit that I went through and the fact that I take some of this shit to the stage, it definitely made me funny. Like the fact that I had started making these meetings talking about my life and the struggles that I was going through, and people was laughing at that shit. I'm like, oh, y'all laughing? Y'all think that shit is funny? I wonder if it translates. Like that's a fucking bar. Like that's how it started for me. I say damn, go ahead, ask the next question.
No, well, number three,
I can't remember.
No, number three, you're going to skip because you already said it, hands down. We're going to go to number 4. Once you make people laugh about your trauma, it doesn't hurt anymore. Bars of Cap.
That's bars.
Okay,
that's
right.
why I talk about my fucked up toes and they laugh at me and I fix them shits. Like fucking, yeah, that's it. That's a fact. There's a lot of bars on there.
Yeah. All right. We're going to skip this one.
Might be Cap, though.
Nah, it's not going to. Trust me. You're going to say bar. I'll call the parlay in. You're going to say bar. All right. The comedy game still favors men. Bars or Cap?
That's bars.
Woo! She had a little stress in there, my creator. Little set of home.
That's the world. That's not even a comedy game. That's the world. Right, the world. Okay. It's a man's world.
Right.
But y'all need a woman.
Right. I bet. Being funny online is way easier than being funny on stage. Bars or Cap?
That's bars. Like
really?
I think online it's easier being funny on stage. Nigga, you see the boos.
Yeah, right.
like you take those boos to the chest. Like online, all you see is the comments. I don't give a fuck about the comments. Like right. Fuck y'all can talk. Yeah, I'm grandma. I'm whose mama is this? Like I ain't got no kids, y'all. I don't have no kids. Stop. Y'all could call me that shit, but I don't got no kids.
Right.
It's like so the comments be eating me up, but I'm okay with the comments. It's the being on stage and taking that shit. That shit will break your self-esteem. I seen a couple comedians get off stage and be wanting to kill themselves. Like it was like.
But all right. So what type of boo? Like range the level of boos. Like a sober boo. So a sober boo. How high is that?
It's not even boos. It's like
it's the comments with the boos.
New Yorkers don't boo. They just look at you. They just look at you like nigga when you getting off the stage. Like
fuck out of here. Like, you suck, nigga. Did you suck? Pause. Did you suck, nigga?
They sitting there looking at you like this.
Yeah, word. The fuck up out of here.
And making sure you see that they not laughing.
You made me pay a 2-drink minimum for that whack shit, nigga.
Yeah, they. Let me tell you, I had one time when I was on stage and I did not do so well. And shout out to the comedians that went up there and told that lady, you think it's easy? Matter of fact, it was Ray DeJean. He was like, you think this is easy, lady? Come up here and do this. He brought that lady to the stage. She sat up there and she couldn't do shit.
Yeah.
And then she got up the stage and then everybody else that came on after her proceeded to roast her. I was like, they got my back. So it kind of like, it's a camaraderie. Despite the bullshit, it's definitely a camaraderie in this game of comedians.
All right, we're gonna since you said that, let's get to this one. Comedy cliques are just as messy as high school.
Hell
Bars
yeah.
are cap.
That's hell yeah. Hell to the yes. Hell to the yes. These niggas is messy. And I'll be messy too. Nigga, I'll be on the phone like, yo, did you...
This nigga is trash.
Yo, this nigga ate it. Like, I got a couple of people I call. And it's like, I got just like a couple of people.
Oh, shit. You got the chat group like, yo, this nigga is trash.
Because I know they talk about me too. So, like, if you talk about me, I'm going to talk about you. Shit, fuck that. I know I got a phone call or two about me. I got a phone. People, I got a phone. I know I got a phone call because one time somebody was like, yo, Christine, I heard you didn't let such and such do such and such at the show. I'm like, damn, that was yesterday. How y'all know? Like, they make phone calls, bro.
Damn.
Oh, shit.
Being an influencer is harder than it looks. Bars are cap.
Nothing you're saying is cap right now. When is the cap coming?
I don't know. I mean,
people think it's easy. That shit is not easy. Sometimes the algorithm is not in your favor. Like, not everything I make hits. Like, it's not. It's like I'm sitting on videos on my phone right now that I haven't even put out yet that I probably should put out. It's definitely yeah. That's definitely bars.
All right, this is gonna be the cap. This is definitely going to be the cap because we kind of talked about a little bit of something about it earlier on. If you ain't viral, you ain't valuable. Bars are cap. That's cap. For me, that's cap. That's stupid. Cap. It's tremendous cap.
That's cap because your value isn't based on that. Like, your value is who you are.
Right.
So, like, yeah, every now and then, not everything I do goes viral. But when I do go viral, I'm like, okay, cool. But at the end of the day, going viral gives me recognition, but I want that money in my pocket. I want to get to that part. You know what I mean?
All right. I think this is going to be another cap. We're going to be 2 for 2. You can't be an influencer without selling a little piece of your soul. Bars are cap.
I haven't sold my soul yet.
All right, there you go. So that's cap. There we go. We're 2 for 2. My creative. See?
I don't know.
We're going to do all bars.
I don't know. Maybe if I get around Diddy, I might have to sell something.
Yo. And I'm not going to do it because, all right, I'm leaving it alone because I put one political joke about Diddy, and then I got flamed for it, and I got an SMD.
Oh,
wink,
God.
wink. I got an SMD for it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, exactly.
I love Diddy. Diddy. I appreciate the fact that he's not doing a RICO. That's good for him. Yeah. Good for him getting off on that RICO.
Followers don't mean support. Bars are cap.
That's bars.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. That might be cap. That might be cap.
I don't know.
Semi. All right. Can we go 50-50?
I would say when it comes to ticket sales at a comedy show, it's definitely bars because like, and you'll get the engagement, you get the follows, but like, are my people gonna show up to my comedy show? And this is where I'm at right now.
The butts in the seats.
I don't get that as of yet. You know what I mean? Like I will get as of yet. I will get some people. But to the consistency that, like, you know, I have 50-something thousand followers on Instagram. I think it used to be like 55. I think I'm at 54 now because I dropped off a little bit. But that is where I would want to see, like, yeah, let me, and I feel like I need to do something to engage more women because I got a lot of men followers. Like, I need to do some more research to get some of these women on my side because, like, sis, I'm here with y'all. I'm not just the cougar. Like, I'm a 54-year-old woman, whether y'all believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
54-year-old Jamaican woman.
Jamaican woman. That skin nice.
My grandmother said I should have paid her. Yeah. About to be double nickel in December. Capricorn gang gang.
All right, that's what's up. All right. The algorithm loves fake, not real. Bars are cap. I think that's cap.
I think that's cap. The algorithm is just the algorithm. It's just
the IRS.
It just depends on the day. Right. Like I said, you can post the same thing a year later and it could go viral. Like it's like I have a video that is consistently going viral. Somebody took my video, re-edited it. I hate the re-edit.
Oh man.
I don't like the re-edit, but that's what's going viral. It's and they don't give me my credit.
Yeah, cornball shit.
But it is what it is. But thank y'all because it was on World Star again this year. That's the cougar that dated her son that had 2 kids with him.
Oh, yeah, that was wild, Christine. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That was a diabolical video.
And I tried to get him to say it. Shout out to King Brandon. I tried to get King Brandon to say, I said, I wanted him to do the words, but he couldn't do the dialogue. So I was like, fuck it, I'll do the dialogue. But his reaction at the end was priceless. And he got up and walked away. I didn't know he was gonna do that. I was like, I love that video.
Being a black business owner means you got to work twice as hard for half the credit. Bars or cap?
Yo, where's my paycheck? That's fucking bars. Yo, like I'm a brand, right? This is my brand. Like I don't own a brick and mortar. I work at a brick and mortar that's a black owned business that is owned by a black man.
Chill God.
Yeah.
Chill the
That's
dawn, man.
like I don't.
And shout out to his mom too.
Yeah.
Holding down Key and
Fork and Key.
Fork and Key.
That
yes.
Yeah, Wendy. Shout out to everybody calls.
I ain't gonna lie, best $30 plates, dog. I don't give a fuck. I didn't even complain. That night when we was up that bakery that night after the karaoke, brother was hungry. I ain't care.
And she'll keep the kitchen open when we have events too.
Right.
Shout out to her for doing that. And it's like being there, like sometimes like I don't know where my next dollar is coming from, but I'm telling you, like I've been blessed. I haven't had a full-time job since 2023.
Blessings to you.
Still, and I'm hustling like a motherfucker.
Hey.
I might have to go do Uber Eats or something.
Hey.
But
that's a long list. I ain't gonna lie to you. Uber Eats is a long list.
But
I'm just doing Uber Eats. I ain't gonna lie to you. I lost weight doing Uber Eats because I was walking and doing it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I was walking and doing it. I lost weight.
I'm gonna have to drive the Cougar
and the train and the train.
Nah, I'll be in the Cougar Caddy. The Cougar Caddy goes everywhere. I have the official Cougar Caddy. The Cougar Caddy goes.
Cougar Caddy goes crazy.
Cougar Caddy go everywhere. Yeah, I drive a Cadillac, bro.
All right, Harlem supports its own. No cap. That's
no cap.
No cap.
Harlem
is a different land.
I'm not from Harlem, but I'm from Harlem.
Exactly.
And I'm gonna tell you how deep my family history goes in Harlem. I'm about to tell you something like for real. So I'm definitely Harlem by injection. I fucks with Harlem niggas. But
see? Just saying.
Yo, I'm a Mount Vernon. I'm money earning Mount Vernon. And you know us money earning Mount Vernon girls used to love coming down to Harlem and chilling because we were some fly bitches.
Hey,
but my family.
I'm not even gonna lie, not the bitches part, but the women. They'll fly women. Yes, that's a whole
all right.
fact.
We're not doing bitches here. All right, women.
Yeah, right.
But my family's last name is in the state building. My uncle was one of the architects of the state building. So if you go into the state building, you'll see three names. And I'm going to say my last name because my last name is my last name. I don't, I'm not afraid to say it, but I just don't post it on my socials. It's A. Phil, Johnson, and Hanchard. When you walk into the state building, you see those black men. Rockefeller, when he was looking for architects, he wanted black architects to do that building. And my uncle was a part of a firm that was A. Phil and Johnson, and he came on board because he was working with a white architect firm that he had problems with. So he has built, I think it's 2 or 3 buildings in Harlem, and one of them being the state building. So when I tell you I have lineage that is phenomenal. Like I have family that has come from Jamaica and put their stamp in this country.
Big up.
So that's how Harlem I am. So I don't live there, but I got a building with my name on it, nigga.
Ain't nothing gonna beat that. All right, managing a store is way harder than managing a brand. Bars or cap? That's cap.
That's cap.
That's cap. That's stupid cap.
It's hard all the way around.
Right.
It's not easy, and sometimes just getting people to support your brand, like you have to. it all depends on like what we're doing right now. Like we're really gearing up for this anniversary and the marketing. Like I have a meeting to go to at 6:30. So like for him, and I've been a part of it for half of that. So you're talking about different teams that have come in and worked with him, and like I've been there, you know, doing what I do. Like it's a labor of love for me. Like you see somebody that's doing something that you like, yo.
That's one of the dopest stores, bro.
Yeah, it allows
one of the dopest stores.
It allows me to be here with you right now. If I had a regular job, I couldn't be at this podcast right now. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna film this podcast.
Right.
Like if I have a movie to do, like I've done movies. Shout out, I'm on 0 Day on Netflix. So if y'all want to see my head walking around with Robert De Niro and Matthew Modine, yeah, check that series out on Netflix.
Shit, ain't nothing wrong with
I've
it.
done background work,
right?
And I took time off to do that. So like, if I had a regular job, I would not be able to do that. But the fact that he has given me the keys to his castle, like, and trust me to be there, like,
and you ran it well, and you have been running it well.
Thank you.
Sorry.
And we have a pop up Saturday too. Shout out to East, like the store. That's East Vado. Like those are like from the dirt, most hated. Like those are.
And my man KB, Global Currency.
Dirty Boy, those are Global Currency. Those are brands that have been in the store. Save the Untamed, Beyond Stereotypes. You have my shit, the Cougar Slayer socks. My stuff is in the store, and I'm hood famous. That's what I go. If you don't know me, I'm Christine the Comedy Cougar, and I'm hood famous. I'm hood famous.
All right. Yeah, since you talked about fashion right now, fashion is a loud form of protest and pride in our community. Bars or cap?
I say bars.
Yeah, that's definitely a bar.
I say bars.
That's definitely a bar.
I would say bars because it's definitely a form of expression. Like I'm expressing like this he helped me with this. So like, you know, I'm making sure my brand, like I pay for that logo. You know what I mean? I'm about to get this chain when I get this money too. I need some money. Cause I want to get that.
I'm gonna the Roots friends getting a couple of pieces.
Yeah, I need
a couple of pieces.
I need some of these socks so I can get this piece. But somebody designed this logo for me. I paid for the logo, so I own it. And we put it on my sock. This is all brand, and this is when I go to my shows. I have I brought it upstairs because, you know, I knew I was gonna be here. It was in the back of my car.
Listen.
So like, because I didn't trust the guy.
Has no problem. I wish more guests would come and bring their stuff. I've been saying I say
you're supposed to. How you
bring your stuff?
How you not marketing yourself if you don't show people what you got? And I definitely be having hot flashes, and you know, like somebody needs to know where them fans at. Everybody want fans now. Wait till I get the ones with my face on it. That's the next move.
The fire.
But right now I only got my name and my barcode, so you can scan me, and this is definitely important. Like scan me and follow me. Like
that's what's up.
I even got in the hat. Somebody could walk up to you and scan my shit and then follow me off your hat.
There you go.
Definitely.
Right. Last bonus question of Bars or Cap. What's one Bars or Cap statement you'd make about your own life right now?
I turn my tragedy into a triumph.
That's definitely a bar. Hell yeah, that's a bar.
I turn my tragedy into a triumph. Like the things that I have gone through, I have experienced so many things in my life. I have lost people in my life. And it's been devastating to lose some of the people that I've lost in my life. But we pushed through it. I'm a Jamaican. I've had so many fucking jobs. I got
Caribbeans. Oh yeah, if you're Caribbean, having 10 jobs is like a jog in the on a beach, a jog in a park.
I've just I should have been so much. But I am what I am. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So like, yeah, I turn my tragedy into a triumph.
Now that's what's up, man. All right. Normally here on Cuts, we close out with fill in the blank. So your fill in the blank today is Christine will always blank because her heritage set up blank. And then we out of here.
Christine is always blank. Christine will always have your back. Because my heritage is what my grandma instilled in me to always be there for people.
Ooh. My creatives, yo, follow her. We're going to put it on the edit.
Wait, but be there for people.
Okay, right.
Wait, be there for people that are there for you. Because you can't be there for everybody. Fuck.
Like I said, we got Christine Carolyn in the building. This conversation was amazing. This is a dope. It's what I knew going into this when I read the bio. This is why it's important to read people's bios and do the research.
And have good bios. Give the people what they want.
Yes. Catch her on tour. She's going to be on tour. Catch her at the bakery anniversary. Catch her at Daniel Jean's Content Day 2.0 in the Bronx. Salsa con Fuego.
Catch me at Comedy in Harlem,
Comedy in Harlem, too. She has a lot of shit. All right? She has a lot of shit going on.
AC jokes, too.
AC jokes.
I'm headlining this month at 8. That's it for me.
That's all. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, my creators, you know what it is, man. Neighborhood Ruger Spread, Soldier of Hip Hop, Reem'o Meerak, at ReemoMeerak _Cuts Podcast, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Google, Apple, DJ Chase Radio, the YouTube channel. Subscribe. We just hit 10,000 subscribers. I mean, it gets crazy over here, my creators. But you know what the slogan goes, my creators, right? Hands over the eyes. It ain't the one, baby.
Hey.
It's the 2 up. You know what the other 2 stand for? Ruger's up. It is. And that's peace.
Peace.
To the garden. It's a New York sound like we in the garden.